What's up, everyone? Welcome to Wingnuts RC. In today's video, we're going to be going over two cars that Horizon Hobby sent me that I've tested out over the past few months, and I love them. Both of them, they're epic. I love them. They're awesome. You know, I can't even think of a word to describe these two. Out of all my cars, they're probably my two favorites, and I have a lot of cars. So without further ado, we're going to get into these two, and I'm going to tell you about them. Now, I don't know which one I want to go over first. I guess we'll start with this one. You guys may have seen this. You guys may have been part of the flash sale. Even if you can't get this body anymore, you can still get this chassis. And I'm telling you, it's worth it. These things are epic. These things are way too fast for an RTR. I'm telling you that right now. That thing there is cool. It does wheelies. You know, you can rip that thing around, slide it sideways, and it kind of reacts like you would expect a Slash to, but in like a old school hot rod type of way. This thing here, 3/4 of the way down the track, if you juice this thing, it will blow it sideways and you will hit a curb. I'm telling you, on a 2S battery, it's too fast for the road. Like, you know, in stock form, you can't get this thing to hook right. And I love it. This is a driver's car. This isn't something you let your kids run. This isn't something that, you know, you go see your buddies running it and you want to go out and get in the hobby. You know, definitely go get this, but don't expect to, you know, pull it out of the box and go hammer on it and it, you know, go where it wants you to or where you want it to. It's unpredictable and I love it. It's so much fun. But with that being said, as much power as this thing has, it holds up. I have not, knock on wood, I have not broken anything on this yet. I've flipped it a couple times and, you know, it's got some couple little minor scratches and they definitely hurt me more than the car because I love the way this thing looks. Losi, you did an amazing job designing this. The proportions of it, just, it's so beautiful. Like, just look at it. Would you just look at it? Come on, just look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. I just realized that my camera's backwards, so sorry about that, but I gotta get some better equipment. I'm telling you, I'm running on an iPhone right now. You know, so if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe so that YouTube starts paying me. I love doing these videos, but it would be awesome to get paid to do them. Then you don't have to look at letters backwards. Unless you like looking at letters backwards, then don't subscribe. I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. Hit that subscribe button, please. So anyway, this thing, it's all aluminum chassis. It's got some awesome slicks that come with it. Motors back here. It's a Spectrum smart motor. It's got all the fancy sensors in it and everything that plug right into the ESC. Just look at it. Like, even if you don't run this, like, I don't like running this because I don't want to mess it up. So it sits right there most of the time. Unless, like, someone comes over and they're like, dude, get that thing out. You know, we'll get it out. Or if I feel like testing it, I'll take it out, make some videos of it or whatever. But it's just, it's so beautiful. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's beautiful and I really like it. So for this one, thank you, Horizon Hobby. Thank you, Losi. I love it. And I'm not a Chevy guy, but I've really been wanting to get one of those Camaros. So maybe, you know, you guys sent me this one. Maybe I'll go buy that one. I don't know. If enough people subscribe, I'll go buy a Camaro. And we'll do a video on that one too. We'll do a Ford Chevy Camaro F100 shootout. See which body makes it faster on the same chassis. Obviously, it's going to be the Ford. Come on now. So that's that one. And I would take the body off and go into all the detail with it, but there's plenty other videos out there. I have videos that show the whole thing, so I'm not going to go through all that right now and have you guys, you know, watch that again. but my opinion of it is awesome. I love this truck, and I'm so glad. Like, if they wouldn't have sent it to me, I'd have saved the money up and I'd have bought one from somebody used or something, you know. I'd have figured out a way to get that one, because I have a truck like that. Oh, by the way, this one is Black Betty 2. Black Betty 1 is my 67 F100 that's parked out in the garage right now. That one's got a big block in it and a top loader transmission, 9-inch rear, flat black. 47,000 original miles, I think, on that. I dug it out of a barn in York, PA. I love that truck. So when this came out, I had to have it. So now on the other side of Horizon Hobby and the other side of my shelves is this Axial SCX 10.3. Early Bronco. I'm a Ford guy. I had to have this one too. You know, I can't not have it. I got the 79 Bronco from Traxxas. I have another 79 Bronco from Traxxas over there that still has the top on it. I'm sure you guys have seen those. If you haven't, then once this video is done, scroll down and watch the videos of those, because those have some really cool custom features to them that I did. One of them has a sound box and, you know, all kinds of cool stuff. So definitely check them out. Got some Jeeps and some other Fords, so, you know, I had to have the Bronco, another one. And I couldn't leave this one alone. Now, this one has seen a lot more run time. I do a lot of crawling. Where I live, there's a lot of hiking trails, and, you know, I have a husky, so he's always trying to go out to the trails and stuff. So we go out and make videos with these things, and sometimes we don't make videos. A lot of times we just go out and have fun with them. You know, I will literally throw every crawler that I have. I have, you know, just right here, I have like 8 crawlers, and I will throw all of them in the back of my Jeep and head out to a buddy's house or meet some friends at a trail, and me and the kids just, you know, and my buddies and all that, like we all just pick one and head for the woods. And you know, if shit happens, shit happens. You know, I just fixed them. Last time I think we had maybe 2 that broke, but it was a fun trip, so who cares. But this one gets a lot of work, and I don't know why I'm showing my ugly face instead of this thing, because this thing's just as beautiful as that F100. Now, the only thing, I kind of wish I would have went with the white one, just because I've seen the white ones now with all the stickers off of them, and they look really cool, very realistic and clean. But I like this turquoise too, and the camera doesn't really do the color justice. In person, it looks a lot better. It's got like some metal flake going on with it and stuff, or pearl even, could be considered. It's a cool color. But under this, and this is another thing, like these have been discontinued. You can still get them. Summit has them. A lot of hobby shops have them, but you can no longer get them through Horizon Hobby. However, that chassis is the same chassis. It's an SCX 10.3. And, you know, this is the same chassis as that Jeep right there. You can still get that. The thing I like on this one over that one is this has straight axles, and I'm more of a scale guy. Like, I like that realistic look. So portals just, you know, you never see portals out on the trail. Once in a while, somebody might have a set, but in real life, you don't see them. So the straight axle is definitely, like, that's the way I go on any of them that I build. And from there, I mean, this thing, there's so many, like, scale pieces that you can get for this that just takes it over the top. Like, I found these are, I think, in Jura. So just some cheapies, but those lights that I put on the bull bar, you know, or I guess since I'm a Ford guy, I should not call it a bull bar. This is a cactus crusher. In the 70s, the Ford bumpers like that, they called them cactus crushers, just in case you wanted to know that. But anyway, these things, you know, they look so vintage, like that old school 70s, early 80s, lifted Ford or Chevy or Dodge or whatever it was. You had a set of KCs like this on there, and they look so realistic. Like, they're so cool, and they made the front of this truck pop all the more. And then I did all kinds of interior upgrades. I put some piercing balls on my shift knobs, got some brewskis in the cup holders. I have a guitar in there and all kinds of stuff to go camping. Put a hitch on the back with the factory bumper and it works out perfect. But the biggest and best upgrade that I made for this is this Yeti. This is an axial Yeti 380, just like that one. And I started doing a basically like a realistic trophy truck with this one. And I don't think I'm going to run a rear sway bar on it. So either way, if I do, I'll just get another one and switch or swap it out, put the aftermarket one on there or something. But I took the sway bar from that. Now that is an axial product, so I don't know if maybe they planned it this way or if it just worked out, but that sway bar fits perfect in here. And if you haven't seen my video on that, please go check that out, because that will tell you how to put this in there with just parts you have laying around in your bin. I spent $0 on this sway bar, and it took this thing from being cool to being like extremely capable. You don't get the torque twist when you're going up hills now, because that's one thing that this was known for. It's a very heavy body, and one of the benefits to the portal axles like that has is you don't get the torque twist. With the gear reduction there, you don't get it. It's, you know, it's physics and all that kind of stuff, so I'm not going to go into that and, you know, waste time explaining it. But as Joe Dirt says, it just does. It works. You don't get torque twist with a portal. So with the straight axles, that was a big issue. And it also, because of being so heavy, it would roll over a lot. You get a lot of body roll and everything, which would result in this thing rolling down the hill. And I don't want to screw it up. You know, I try to roll it as little as possible. So after I put this on, it made a world of difference. It will go straight up a hill. I put a trailer on the back of this. It pulls that straight up the hill. No torque twist. I can side hill it and it's not rolling over. And it still has the full range of articulation as it did whenever there was no sway bar on there. Full droop, full compression, full articulation, no binding. You know, that is a must-have upgrade for any of these Broncos, but especially, well, for any axial, I should say, but especially the Broncos. You have to put that on, or you're just going to be, you know, rolling it back on its tires the whole time. It's awesome. Like, Horizon, the old school trucks that you guys are doing are epic. Like, keep it up. Keep doing them. You know, there's some more out there. I can't even think of one off the top of my head to give you an idea of, but, like, just any old school truck, you know, they're selling right now. They're hot. Whether it be like this or a full scale, old school's the way to go. You know, the new cars they build today, they all look the same. They're all ugly. None of them have lines like this. None of them, you know, that's iconic. These things, they will never beat the styling in the 60s and 70s. That's whenever Detroit was making some cars. So I guess that goes over the function of them, the appearance of them, how I feel about them. I love them. But also, I will add, I haven't had a single issue with either of these vehicles at all. There's been nothing that's broken. There's been nothing that has given me an issue, like electronic wise. I put a battery in it, I turn the thing on, and it goes. And it runs till the battery dies. I swap the battery out, and it goes for another battery. No issues whatsoever. So for that, Horizon Hobby, good job. On your axial, your losi, they both, you know, Spectrum, I love Spectrum stuff. It's very reliable, very good quality. So there's nothing I can say. The transmission's holding up good. It's got the 2-speed, it's got the dig. You know, right out of the box it has dig, and they work really good. I haven't had any issues with those. That's a Spectrum servo, I believe. They work really good. So I can't say anything bad about that either. There's literally nothing bad I can say about either of these from Losi or Axial. So Horizon Hobby, good job. And I don't know, I don't think there's anything else to really go over about it. Oh, one thing I did have an issue with, I forgot about this. On my first run, the drive shaft. Now with these longer shocks that they come with on this particular rig, there you can see it. It overextends the front end, and the factory drive shaft that it came with actually pulled apart on the trail, and I lost the piece that goes in between them. So I was able to take another drive shaft that I had laying around and just made a longer piece on one end, and then put another centerpiece that I had in there and actually glued it into the one end. So if it does overextend, I don't lose my pieces now. I just have to put it back together. So I might do a little short video on that to really explain how I did it and everything and give you guys a visual. But yeah, that's the only upgrade I had to do that failed on me, and that right out of the box. And also I should mention, that's a known issue with Axial. They know about it. They know it's, you know, a screw up on design. And if you email them about it or call them, they will send you that piece right out to your door. You don't have to send anything back. You don't have to fill out any forms. You call them, tell them the issue you're having, and they will send you a new drive shaft that is the proper length so that you don't have that issue. So for that Horizon Hobby and Axial, real good job. The issue that I'm having with, you know, Hobby Wing and them not standing behind their warranty or the product, you know, stuff like that is a huge bonus in my book. You know, so that right there, guys, if you're watching and you're thinking about what brand to go with and all that kind of stuff, Axial, I love them. They hold up, they stand behind their product. You know, they're just as big as an enthusiast, just as big of enthusiasts as we are. They go out to the events and enjoy them just as much as we do. They eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff just like we do. I actually know some of the guys from Axial, and I talk to them on a regular basis, and they literally wake up throughout the week and take their side-by-side out in the desert and do off-road stuff. Like, they have the life. I wish I could do that. So Horizon, good job. Not to take away from Traxxas, I also love their stuff. So I can't say really to go with one brand or the other. Like, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, just because they sent me some cars, I'm not going to say to only go with them, because Traxxas, you know, I love their stuff and I have a lot of their stuff. They're definitely, like, out of all my cars, the Horizon brands and Traxxas are on the top. You know, obviously they're the leaders in the hobby as it is, but it stands up in my house as well. Axial, Traxxas, Losi, Axial, Traxxas. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up now. Kind of went a little bit longer than I wanted it to. Once I get talking about these old Fords, I just don't shut up. So if you lasted this long, please hit that subscribe button. Go check out my other videos. Hit that like button, smash the notification bell, you know, all the stuff that the guys tell you. Please do it for my channel also. I'm trying to get it more established to where YouTube starts paying me, so that I can put money back into all these cars and bring you guys even more awesome content. I want to get new cameras. I want to get, you know, new lighting, I need a laptop. Literally right now I'm doing everything through my iPhone, and it works, but it's not bringing the quality that I want to bring to you guys. I want you guys to sit there and watch my video and, you know, keep looking for the next video to come out. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Wingnuts RC. Peace.